Like, you don't need anyone to actually teach you what life has shown you already. Did you hear me? Cut them off. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Why? You're welcome to my channel. My name is Asana Idrisu if today is your first time stopping by. And if you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for sticking with me. Today, we will be talking about the things you can actually do to change your life for the better. The first thing on my list will be to work on your physical appearance. Now, the first thing people see when they look at you is your physical appearance. You want them to have that perception where they think you look so put together. This is very important because our looks actually gives the first impression when people look at us before they even consider actually knowing us, a personality or anything internal. So if your look is not put together, then the person will not even be interested in talking to you in the first place. You don't have to buy expensive clothes to actually look put together. All you have to do is actually look clean and then smell good. That's literally my thought of looking put together, because if you have tidy nails, if your hair is well washed, if your clothes are clean, if you wear fresh clothes almost every day, then that is given that perception of being put together. My second point is you need to learn a skill, and this is for people who actually think they don't have like a skill. I think it's actually important to learn a skill outside of anything that you do. So if you are a banker, a doctor, you can go learn about painting, you know, something like art, makeup, anything that is literally outside of what you always do or what you actually, your career is. It might actually help you grow, and then it also helps you learn a lot of things and interpret things in a whole different way. You don't actually have to go pay teachers or instructors to actually learn a skill. You have your phone. As far as you have data or you have Wi-Fi, you can just go on YouTube and everything is on there. How to do this, how to do that, and you are very good to go. Sometimes when you are in a group of people and then a topic comes up and then you have learned that before, even if you don't do it at that time, you can talk about it, be like, yeah, I did this at this time and it was very good. And if someone needs an advice on it, you actually do have an advice. Do I have to tell you twice? No. My third point is you have to be very competitive. Some people might agree or not agree with me on this one because it might come out as being aggressive or toxic, but being a competitor is actually a very good way to learn about your opponent. At some point or in some way, you do have to have a competitive spirit because it leads you to wanting more, and then that more will actually lead you to your success. When you're too comfortable and you let things lay as they are and you just go in with the flow, it doesn't build that spark in you, so you're just letting things flow like that. That is something my stepmom told me. She never made me feel comfortable anywhere at home, because yeah, you have to be competitive even with washing dishes. Number 4 on my list is being open-minded. When I talk about being open-minded, it comes in a whole lot of ways. When it comes to me, I am half and half. I am closed-minded on certain stuff and I am open-minded on certain stuff. So it depends on what we're actually talking about or what the topic is. That's when I can actually interact. And then if the topic is less in my interest or I'm just not ready to learn about it, I just brush it off, then I don't want to know more about it. But that's not how it's supposed to go. You should actually know more about certain things, even if it's not in your interest. You should listen to it, ask questions. Maybe one day you might want to try, but if you are always closed-minded on all things, then I believe it will not help you grow, and it will not actually lead you to a life-changing experience because you're just in a little dark space and you don't want to come out in the light to listen to anyone. Which gets me to my number 5 point, which is being a good listener. Someone like me, I do talk a lot and then I am a little quiet sometimes. I am half and half in everything. Like, I like to experience some things and I don't like to experience some things, but in a way it is a good thing. You don't want to be over talking and then you don't want to be over silent. So I do give people the chance to actually talk to me, even if I don't have any opinions on what they're saying, at least I listen. I make sure I give some replies, or make sure I am very honest to them, be like, hey, I don't know how this feels or how this is, but I'm really sorry you're going through this, or like, best of luck to what you're doing. That little things, you listen to people's experiences and then you bind it up and then impact it onto your own life. You don't have to always talk about you. It's always you every time. It really gets annoying. Whoever you always talk to will actually think that you are selfish and then will never want to talk to you or open up to you again. So you would want to look at how good of a listener you are. Stop giving up easily. So many people give up easily. I am a victim here. I think I am. So many people give up because they really can't deal with what they're going through. It's just too much for them. It's stressing them out. It's frustrating them. They just want to let go so that burden is off of them. You cannot give up so easily, because you will definitely lose on something if you give up the point where you actually are going to hit your threshold. What I usually tell my colleagues is that even if you are tired, give yourself a break. Leave the problem, leave the issue, whatever it is. Give yourself a day or two, a couple hours, however time you need to get it off your chest, and then come back to the problem. That will give you different ideas. That will give you different solutions, different options to actually tackle the problem. But to give up so easily, it doesn't help your self-esteem. It doesn't help your mindset. It doesn't help anything that will actually impact your life for good. Number 7 on the list is becoming self-aware. I have actually worked with a lot of people, and then I have actually come to the conclusion that a lot of people don't know that they are not self-aware. Self-awareness is actually knowing the negative attributes of yourself and then the positive ones. You have to judge between the two. You do this and then people don't like it, and then you do this, people like it. So you have to separate the two and then work on your negatives. One thing I always like to say is that we're always not perfect. We're still gonna get something wrong. We're still gonna make mistakes, but at least if you work on something from time to time, you're just going to be a little bit flawless, if not perfect. I'm going to give you a scenario here. So I have a coworker who always interrupts me when I am talking to my clients. So like I said, I am a banker. So whenever I go to the office, I get clients in my office or at the teller line, and then I talk to clients and then they ask me questions and stuff. He would be sitting there, and then as I'm answering my question that the client asked me, this guy will sit at his seat and then talk over what I'm saying. That is a negative side of him that he has to fix. You don't have to interrupt somebody's conversation, and you don't even say, excuse me. At this point, I think I have to punch his lips, right? Right. Number 8 is cutting people off. Did you hear me? Cut them off. If they don't bring money into your life, cut them off. If it's not good advice, cut them off. If they're asking for too much, cut them off. Baby girl, cut them off and make your circle very small. Make yourself very rare. Make yourself disciplined. As I'm talking right now, my circle is like this. You know how many people are in there? 4. Not even my dad is in there. Just imagine that. If they're giving you bad advice, why are you still with them? If they're not adding any benefit to your life, if they're not adding any value to your life, what are you waiting for? Like, you don't need anyone to actually teach you what life has shown you already. So sis, why are you still with him? Oh, no. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go anymore. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Why? The next point, which is number 9, is to pray. Pray. Prayer is something that is very slow, but will definitely be answered. There's no time where you cannot pray. Yes, there are powerful times that you can pray, but whenever you get the chance, at least remember God. You can sleep and wake up and you're gone. You have to get a little portion for God. Remember him, talk to him anytime, anywhere you get. That will help you a lot. Think about things before you actually do it, because you know God is watching you. This leads us to the next point, which is being more exposed. What I mean by being more exposed is traveling more, reading more books, listening to podcasts, listening to different types of music, watching different types of movies, Hindu movies, African movies, American movies. Just mix them up together. Listen to all kinds of music. So in different languages, know some of the singers in different countries. So be more exposed. Take little pieces from everywhere, and then you have a little collective knowledge about everything. That will make you more exposed. That will make you want to go exploring. That will make you want to go search for more, because you're actually intrigued. You're actually intrigued by some other culture that you read about, or something that you watched in a movie, something that you wanted to try because you heard it in a podcast. This will also broaden your mentality. It will broaden your mind and the knowledge you have about different cultures. It will help you relate to more conversations if you're having conversations with different culture, or even if you're learning something from somewhere. It will help you relate to a lot of them because you actually watched it in a movie, or you saw it in a book you were reading. So this is basically all the points I have for you today. I hope this video was entertaining as it was educational. If you do have some points to add up, please list it down in the comments below, and I will do a different video stating them all and explaining them as I did in this video, as we are all trying to win this year, as I'm trying to do with this channel. So please help me out here and subscribe to my channel, like and share, so we get more exposure here. And it's your favorite girl, Asana Idrisu. Thank you so much for watching my video. As always, I will see you in another video. Bye bye.